Welcome to the Football Show with me, Imrul Gazi. We're here today to talk about all things football, and in particular, we want to focus on professional football. And for the purpose of today's show, we want to focus more on non-league football. And with us today to talk all things non-league football, we've got a special guest. This is a gentleman who's been involved in the local community, familiar to many of us, a legend of the East End football scene, and more importantly, very familiar with those in the professional setup back home in Bangladesh. Now, his journey in football has been one of, how can I put it, of endeavour, one of graft, and it's been one of experiences that I want him to share with us here today. So on my left, let me introduce Mujahid Hussain. Welcome to the show, Mujahid. How are you? You all right?
I'm good.
Yeah, good to have you on the show today. Like I said, we've talked already a bit off air. What I want the viewers to know about you in particular and your journey in non-league football. I think many people know about your experience in grassroots and within Tower Hamlets and up and down the UK, how you've helped grow Asian football. But non-league football is one of the lower pyramid of football, step 5. You were instrumental in Sporting Bengal's early days, and in terms of bringing in players and their journey from community football into semi-pro football. So just let's start at the very beginning in terms of where your football experiences started from Tower Hamlets and how you got involved with non-league football.
My football journey started when I was 10 years old in Gat, in Chickson State, Gat. We used to play 4 hours football a day. Every day we had nothing else to do, just play football. When we were 16, we won a lot of tournaments, played for Tower Hamlets. Then non-league football came in through Sporting Bengal. So do you want to say how we got to Sporting Bengal? Or,
yeah. Tell me how you got involved in Sporting Bengal.
We like playing for different clubs. Everyone is playing for different clubs. Mohammedans, Newarks, Shadwell. So everyone playing for different club. We all joined the Asian League. We played in the Asian League, but individually we could not win Asian League. We couldn't. It was very difficult because it was very difficult. Then I joined a club called Indian Gymkhana. Mm-hmm. And they were playing tournaments all over the country, like North, Bradford, Coventry, and they were having 64-team tournaments. And that's when I played against a lot of semi-pro players.
And Indian Gymkhana, for those that don't know, is very much about the best Asian footballers up and down the country, right? Mm-hmm. And they pay well.
They play well, they pay well, they look after their players. Mm. So I start playing for them, then I start taking Shajad, San with me to play for them in the tournaments. So when we went tournaments, it's physical football, because when we played for our local, football wasn't that physical. Mm-hmm. It was physical, but it wasn't playing like someone 6 foot tall, physical, you know. Start playing from Gymkhana. For 2 years, I used to sit there and think, when we Bengalis going to play in a tournament like that? Mm. You know, for me and Shajad to sit down and say, one day we're going to play a tournament like this. And after a little while, I was to bring ideas to East London. Mm. From the idea of playing that level football, like county level, then playing Sunday League football. So to bring ideas and us to share with other PLF players, and we to talk about how we're going to go forward as a team. Mm-hmm. And so from Gymkhana, I was playing for Gymkhana. Saturday, Sunday, I played for Mohammedan. Mm-hmm. 2 games a week, then Wednesday training. So it's like more like full-time footballer.
Yeah, but in terms of when did your step up and when did Sporting Bengal become?
Sporting Bengal, we went to a football tour. The idea was there in my head. We went to a football tour in Bangladesh with all the best players from Tower Hamlets.
And that's 1996.
Yeah, 96. So all the best players with Tower Hamlets. And when we were playing against Bangladesh Sylhet district team, mm-hmm. and that's when we sit down and say, look, my idea was in my head already before that. The idea to get everyone together.
Yeah.
And before, when we used to play each other, like if Shadwell played each other or some PYO or Mohammedan, I was playing for PYO Mohammedan. So when we played each other, we used to fight a lot. There was always to be fight after the game. Mm-hmm. But then when we got together, we all became friends.
Okay.
So if I'm friends with Sana. So if a 5-star says, Sana, control your players.
Yeah.
And would you control your players? And we never stay a problem.
Okay.
So because all the top players are friends.
So you came together from all the teams to get Sporting Bengal. Mm. You joined. What league did you come into then?
No, when we were in Bangladesh, then we decided when we come to England, we're going to go in Asian League.
Okay. And you've never, as individually, you've never won that
We've
before?
never won Asian League. We always used to finish the top team, London APSA and Red Star.
Okay.
That's the top two teams. Then the Mohammedans or PYR, Mohammedans that time, Mohammedan, Newark, Bowman used to be the bottom teams.
Okay.
So when we joined together, we won in the Asian League. I remember first year we won the league unbeaten.
Wow.
Then we won the cup. Second year we won the league as well. We
Yeah.
won the cup. Third year we won the league. We lost in the final in the cup.
Okay. From there, you then stepped up
Then
to the
we
Middlesex?
went to I think we went to Intermediate League.
Okay.
Intermediate League, just Kent Intermediate League. I think Kent Intermediate
And
League.
what year was that?
That was 99, I think.
Okay. So 99. And how did you get on in the intermediate league?
We finished third.
Okay.
We finished third.
Now that then meant you can then apply for senior status,
Senior
right?
status, yeah.
So after a lot of effort, a lot of time, I've heard the stories, the work that was put in from the Tower Hamlets Council to get Mile End Stadium, and then fighting with with the Kent League to get you in. 2001, 2002, you got Sporting Bengal senior status to play semi-pro football. So now you've won the Asian League. You're doing really well in the intermediate level. You've gone to Middlesex County. You've done well there.
Yeah, intermediate, yeah.
Now we're stepping up from amateur football
To
to senior football.
senior football.
Now, for those viewers who've never played semi-pro football, what's the difference that you saw 10 years ago, 15 years ago, from stepping up from grassroots football to senior football in the Kent League in particular?
Kent League was a very physical league. Very, very physical league. I remember a game we went away at I think Bromley. We played against Bromley, I think.
South London.
That's South London Bromley in the Kent League, Kent Senior League, and came across that team. They beat us 10-0.
And there was a lot of results like that in the Kent League, right?
Yeah, the 10-0 that game we lost. They scored 6 goals from corners,
Wow.
9 goals from set piece.
I think that says a lot.
9 goals from set piece. They had all the defenders were 6'3". Our tallest defender was about 5'9", 5'10".
And at that time, how many Bengalis did you have?
Bengali players.
All Bengali players.
All Bengali players. All Bengali players. We had all Bengali players at that time.
Okay.
So they put the ball in the air and someone just noted down goals, 4 goals. So usual. So they played technical, but we played beautiful football.
Yeah.
We played beautiful football. A lot of time we had the possession, but they should score goals.
Okay. So you've had 2-3 seasons in the Kent League. Best league for you to be
Kent
in.
League, because a lot of players were paid in Kent League as well. And we were seeing team we played. They had two big strikers up front, 6'3", 6'2", and our defender was 5'9", 5'10". So marking, heading was very difficult. We didn't get set pieces.
So you got height, the difference in power.
Set pieces. I think it wasn't the ground football. It was the set pieces they killed us. And when they scored all the goals from set piece.
Okay. And did you manage Sporting Bengal?
I managed that time. No.
In the Kent League.
Kent
So were you the first manager in
First
the Kent
manager,
League?
Kent
In the
League,
Kent
yeah,
League.
Kent
So
League.
senior football, Sporting Bengal, you were the first
First
manager.
manager, yeah.
So how did you get on?
I did not win a single game.
Wow.
Did not win a single game till played 15 games, didn't win a game.
My God.
But a lot of game was like 1-0, 2-1, but we didn't win a game. But this whole season we only draw one game, I think. Then when I got a phone call and said, look, then I realized that I wasn't the right man for this league.
Yeah.
Because it's a step up for me as
Yeah.
well. After I left, they did bring in players. They did bring in a lot of players. 6 players. They get a paid manager, paid players. Half of the Bengali players are gone.
Okay.
So there was.
Was the players that left, did they leave of their own accord, or were they pushed out?
I think they were pushed out because they wanted to bring someone physical. They want to bring someone 6'2", 6'3" for in the defense.
And how did that manager get on?
And I think he got about 7 points in the whole season. So it wasn't much difference.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
But
so
then again, I played as a player. I
Right.
left as a manager, but I played as a
did you
player.
learn anything from that one season there before, and then for the next season, you said you only picked up 7 points. So how much did you improve?
Money. Be straight. You need money. You need money because you can build a team, but when you go to that level, semi-pro, if you want to go to pro, you need money because you look at a lot of clubs in Essex Senior League, Kent League. They want to win. When they want to invest money on the league, when they want to win a league, they invest a lot of money. They invest a lot of money. They'll invest money on a striker. They will money on a defender. They will invest 20,000. They will pay the players to win the league. So it all comes down to money. Now you can see in the Premier Division same. Whoever wants to win the league, they will get the best manager. They'll pay whatever it costs the best manager, and will get the best players.
Yeah. Okay.
So all it comes down to money.
Wow. Interesting. All right, we want to put a step in terms of your own journey in football. You mentioned you're a footballer as well as being a manager. But one thing I want to learn more about, your football experiences in Bangladesh. You played at the pro level in Bangladesh also. What club was that, and how did you find that experience?
I played for Glorious in Sylhet, 93.
So now,
Glorious.
what does that mean? Who is Glorious, and what?
Glorious
explain the levels.
They are a professional club in Sylhet. They're one of the top clubs in Sylhet, in the Sylhet League.
Okay.
Sylhet League. Then I played in Dhaka for Abani for a trial.
Okay.
So Sylhet League was good. It was a very good experience.
And how long did you do that for?
I was there for 3 months.
Okay.
3
And
months.
you were paid and everything?
Paid and everything.
Okay. And how did you manage to get that trial? Is that through your links in Bangladesh, or did
they watched me play against them, and they just...
Okay, this is in 1996.
No, not 96, 93.
93?
93.
Okay.
94, sorry, 94.
Okay.
When I
So that experience in itself, obviously currently we have a number of young Bangladeshi footballers that are playing for Sporting Bengal. How important is it for them, if the opportunity is there, for them to maybe try to go and showcase their talents in Bangladesh?
There is being honest, the question is, in last 10 years, or let's say last 15 years, to go and play, Bangladesh national team standard is very high. From here, we think they're not that good. We do, but their standard, they're playing qualifying football,
yeah.
but they're playing pro football, qualifying football. They're
World
full-time
Cup qualifiers, yeah,
Correct.
exactly.
They're standard. When you go and watch them train and play live, and you see how good they are.
So do you see anybody
From here,
currently, the current setup, because I know you've kind of got yourself back into the Sporting Bengal setup, is there currently anyone that you see with any potential with going, who will be able to maybe
I
go
would say
Bangladesh?
last 15 years, I would say 3 players.
Okay.
That came. One is Shahid, one is Sadiq. Sadiq from, it's not the Maulana Sadiq, Sadiq from Shadwell. And now Eshan, the current team. I think they're the 3 players. They asked me once, when Bangladesh national team manager, he said, look, is there any players in England who can come and play? I said, there's only 2 players that I personally think they can play that level.
Okay.
And they're the 2 players, and they're 3 of them currently in Sporting squad.
Yeah, and like I say, they're still playing, so it's another opportunity, isn't it?
I still think if they train hard, they can go and play for the national team.
Okay.
Them 3 players, but they have to go and stay there for at least for 3 months.
Okay.
To get just learn the system, the way they play, adapt to the weather and everything.
Okay, so you've been through the system in terms of from where it all started, where Sporting Bengal is now. Now you're the current manager of the Sporting Legends team, so you've got back all the old boys. You're going to be playing in the FA Vets Cup.
Yeah.
You're going on a tour to Bosnia soon. So you really have got back engaged with the setup.
And lost a lot of weight as well.
Yeah, exactly. So you're working hard to get to where you want to be. But if there's any advice for the current Sporting Bengal players that will be watching this show, because obviously, like I say, you're very respected within the community, within the football setup. And for myself as a Sporting Bengal manager, current Sporting Bengal manager, what advice would you give, not only to the players, to the management, but also to the MC members at Bangladesh Football Association who kind of oversee everything?
To the players, I would say, if you get time, get 2 hours, go and play downstairs or go to a little pitch and play, control the ball, play with the ball. Because when you go to training, like sporting training, you train with the club. You don't get to train with the ball. You do a lot of free kicks, but controlling the balls against the wall or against the wall, kick the ball pass, body positioning. Do this for an hour. Left foot, right foot, you improve.
Personal development, right?
Personal development.
Okay.
It's very, for everyone. It's very, I do that myself now.
Yeah. Well, in terms of the way the club is run, now you've seen it for the last 20 years, have we improved? Have we progressed?
Have we improved as Sporting? I think we have.
Yeah?
When I come to watch Sporting now, the last game I watched when they played Ty Hamlets, I was impressed.
Okay.
I was impressed. But you got to realize the Sporting, the players at current moment, they're all playing for Bangla League. They're all playing for Bangla League. They're not a single player, I don't think, paid players.
No, we don't.
no paid players or players gone. The manager went and got a player from another club. It's not they're all playing the summer league, and they're all amateur football playing semi-pro football now. So it's a big step for them. But they handled. I watched one game, and personally I found they serve really well.
So there's room for improvement.
Room for definitely improvement. But the thing is, you got to keep them players together.
Yeah,
if we can't keep them together, because the only thing is with that system, the Premier system. As soon as one player shines, a lot of other clubs will come and pay him £200, £100. How do you keep a hold of him?
Yeah. So how do we keep hold of him?
We got to get money. We got to raise money. Sponsors. I mean, we got a lot of Bengali business. It's a Bangladeshi club. Sporting Bengal is a Bangladeshi club. The idea was, from Sporting Bengal, we're going to supply a player to our division. They're going to go higher level football. But point is, if the money doesn't come in, how do you develop a player?
Okay.
Like he works in Sainsbury's. So he works in his training Wednesday. He works in Sainsbury's. He's got another job. He's a student. So how do you look at it? Because look, if we can pay him, he can come to training. Then he can go to game. A lot of players I've seen, they couldn't go to game because they're working.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fact. Okay, it's something to take on board. We definitely will. All right, well, let's leave non-league football, Sporting Bengal to a side. I want to talk about professional football. I want to talk about the English football scene at the moment. It's thriving. The Premiership has just kicked off. You know, we've had some brilliant games already. We've got some of the best managers in the world managing in the Premiership. You know, the likes of your Joses, your Peps, and Arsene Wenger. Klopp is here now at Liverpool. What's your take on the current Premiership scene? And it's the most thriving league in the world. You know, we've got the viewership is amazing. So tell us about how you think the game's evolved in England, and are we moving forward, or are we going in the wrong direction in terms of developing our own footballers?
The managers come in, the great managers, but developing players, I don't think we're going the right way. Because more foreign managers are going to come in, bring in more foreign players. So if more foreign players comes in, so the English player won't get the chance.
Yeah, that's true.
So we will fall behind, and I think that's one of the reasons the national team is suffering.
Okay. So are you, in terms of your...
But for me to watch a game, it's amazing. I love it. I love it one more.
Who's your team, by the way?
Liverpool.
Obviously, you're an 80s man. Okay, so let's talk Liverpool. Okay, you're Jurgen Klopp, another one. We're talking about big managers. Brendan Rodgers obviously did he did an okay job.
Okay.
Jurgen Klopp's come on after his success at Dortmund, one of the most young and up and coming managers in the world right now in the scene. So Liverpool got a bit of a coup to get him on board. What are your expectations of Liverpool as a fan right now? Where do you see the next 6 to 9 months? This season in particular, what are you expecting of Liverpool?
Long as they finish fourth, I'm happy. Long as they finish top four.
Okay.
Happy. And I think they will.
Right. Has he invested well?
I think he has.
Okay.
He has invested well.
If he, again, the current squad, if there was areas of improvement and you could speak to Jurgen Klopp tomorrow, tell him where to invest, where would you put your money?
I'd invest in a keeper and a central defender.
Still? Okay. Even though he's brought in 3 centre-backs, he's brought a goalkeeper, obviously he's injured.
When you look at the other clubs, they went and got someone for 40 million. We got a player for 20 million. It makes a lot of difference.
Okay. So you don't think I watched the game recently. You don't think they need a left back?
Left back, they need a left back, definitely.
All season last year, if there was one player as a Liverpool fan that anybody would pick out, who would it be? Who would be 9 times out of 10? Who was the player that everybody was picking out? It was a left back.
Left back,
right? So
Moreno, is it?
Yeah. So why
with him again? He's really comfortable, but he makes that silly 1 second mistakes that cost games.
Yes, exactly. At crucial times. Why is he not? What is Klopp seeing in him that the fans aren't? Why is he not going out there to pick out a player?
But Moreno, left back. A year ago, Real Madrid wanted him. So there's got to be something there. But it's costing us.
If you could pick out any left back currently, who would you go for?
Left back.
Whether it be Premiership or anyone.
Left back at the moment, I can't even think of anyone.
Okay, so I heard that yesterday that Liverpool may be looking at Bertrand from Southampton. I know they've been there a lot, but again, is Liverpool going are they going to be challenging for that fourth spot, or is he capable? Should he be looking at winning the title? They beat the champions.
They beat the champions. Winning title is difficult. But then again, this year, fourth, because the reason I said they'll finish fourth, because they're not in the Champions League. If they were in the Champions League, they probably wouldn't finish fourth.
Okay.
But I don't think they have the squad. Because there's other team who invested very well, Man City, and United. Then you got Liverpool, I think, third, and then you got Tottenham, Arsenal, other clubs.
All right. On the topic of professional football and where our players, let's say the players that are playing currently at Step 5 and in non-league and Essex Senior League, there is obviously a big, massive gulf between Step 5 football or non-league football and professional football. What advice would you have for those players and people watching out there now who are aspiring footballers, who are looking to become professionals or even play slightly lower than that, your Step 5 and above? What advice would you give them? And if there was three, maybe four things that they could go away and work on to help them achieve what they want to do, what would they be?
I say, never give up your dream. Train hard. If you don't train hard, you're not going to get anything. You got to train hard. If you have to train 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day, do it. That's the only way. If you don't train hard, you're not going to get. It's no point going to one game, playing in the Essex in the league or any league, playing one game and going one training session, you're going to become a pro. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You got to train hard. And when someone comes to watch you, they're going to only want to see you how you control the ball, how you pass, how you look up. You know, before the ball comes, what's your body positioning?
Yeah.
And they can look at this and say, that's the player we want.
Okay. All right, Mujahid.
And that's one thing I say about that player, Shan.
Yeah.
You know? Before he gets the ball, his position is very good.
Okay.
When he controls the ball, he always looking is someone coming on left or right. You know, I watched him, and I'm impressed. After 10 years, I've seen a player in Bangladesh that I like, a Bengali player I like, that when he gets the ball, he's like Shijaz level, or Jamal level. That's the highest level I'm talking about. Well, Shahid is another one. But Shahid, Shahid, to me, is one of the best players I trained with and played with. But I think Bengali football destroyed him.
Really? Now why? Okay,
why?
That's a.
He was pampered. Be honest, he was pampered too much.
Okay.
He was pampered too much.
When you say pampered, what do you mean by being pampered?
Loved too much.
How can being loved so much be a problem?
Not love for a different way of reason. For probably he's playing for Sporting, his other club, probably manager showing you too much. Look, Shahid, come and play. Sometimes you got to push the player to get the best out of him. You got to push. You got to look at his weakness. You got to make him train hard. See, if he come training and if he's get treated like a superstar, he doesn't have to train hard. He doesn't have to do the pitch in under 45 seconds.
Yeah.
If he misses it for 3 weeks, his fitness level will go down.
Yeah. Okay.
So because I played with Shahid, I remember when I first played with him, he jumped about 7 foot and had the ball. He hit the crossbar. That's how his fitness level when he was at Wickham. Wickham just released him. I watched how much fitness he played for Mohammedan. But then again, when he moved from Mohammedan, he wasn't the same player. And to me, such a waste, because I could have seen him play for Bangladesh national team.
Really, as good as that?
That's how good he was. Because when Shahid played for me in Bangla League for Mohammedan, and we won the league that year. So me and him played in midfield. And when you see a player,
definitely,
and you play with, then
you mentioned that he's been spoiled, but I actually, obviously, I'm dealing with Shahid right now. I think he's got a brilliant attitude, and like I said, there's players out there that currently the younger players in the squad had learned so much from him. He's always wanting to learn. He's nearly 30 now, but he still takes on board information. He's like a sponge, and he wants to listen. He's happy to give advice as well.
I remember when Dreddy became a manager for Sporting. He played with me before. And I wasn't playing for Sporting at the time. And he came to me as much, I need you this year. Because we got a new setup and I need you. He took me training to Haino Park. Before the pre-season started, I was training the month before.
Wow, okay.
Me and Abu was training 1-to-1 with him. I was 36 that time. So everyone said, Muj, you'll never make it the first team. There will be no Bengali players. And me and Abu were 3 Bengali players playing for Dreddy. And I was playing regularly in midfield.
Wow.
Personal training. I trained him for 3 months, individual training. He got me to that level.
And that says a lot. So it's attitude, isn't it?
And Shahid, a manager, if a manager done that to him, a coach done that to him, So it gave him ambition. Look, I don't want you to play here. Sporting is just the way for you to go up. I want you to go and play. Individual training comes in and send him Bangladesh for a trial, proper. Shahid knows what fitness is. Every player knows. I know I lost 3 stone to play in the veteran league.
Okay, all right. Listen, on that topic of Shahid and players that you think are good enough to be playing at the high level, if there was, in your time in East London, and there was 5 or 6 players, I want you to give me your top 5, let's say. I want to put you on the spot here. Your top 5 of all time, the best 5 Bengalis.
Position-wise or...
No, just your top 5. It could be anyone. I just want to know that you think potentially could have made it.
Could have made it. Shajad, definitely. Jamal, we played pro level.
Yep.
So Jamal, Shajad, Jamal, Sana.
Yeah.
Another one. Sana, Rashid.
Okay, that's interesting.
Rashid, very clever player. He's a very clever player, Rashid. Arrows is another one. Because Arrows had that bite and determination.
All right, do you know what? That's your 5. Now I'm going to put you in the spot again. Now everybody's going to want to know this. I've asked this question a number of times before to other people. If you can do it, your all-time 11 of East End football.
All-time 11.
Let's start with the goalkeeper.
I forgot to mention Shahid. Yeah.
Let's start with the goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper, it's got to be Halal.
Okay, we all know about Halal. Right?
Halal, central defense. Me, Rasul Shalim. For now, I'm talking. See the players I talked about.
Yeah.
It was like my time. Now we move to later.
I'm just saying in general. Your all time. So you could have anyone. So you could have the likes of, I heard about the likes of Gora. You could have Goyas and anyone at their time, in their peak. How good were they? Would they fit into?
It depends who. See again, it depends where we play, what game we play.
I'm just asking you who you think is who was the best players in your that time, whatever particular era it was.
Even to now,
or centre backs? No, we're just going back now. In general, when you thought, wow, that's a player. So centre backs. Let's go for your goalkeeper is Halal. Your centre backs.
Centre back that time, Surat and Goyas.
Surat and Goyas. Your right back.
Atik.
Interesting. I've heard that a lot. I've never seen Atik play, but I've heard that a lot. Everybody mentions Atik when it comes to a right back. Okay. Left back.
But Atik is a complete player.
Okay.
Right back midfield.
Left back.
Left back. Not many people are going to think if I show you.
Really?
I'll rate him. He's a team player. He's like, he will give something. He will moan. He will shout. When you make mistakes, he will let you know. And you know, if Guas makes him, he will let Guas know. He's like a leader, but he moans a lot.
Okay.
But I will have him in my first team.
All right. Are you going to go for 4 in the midfield, or are you going to go for 5?
I'll go 4. I'll play 4
for 2. Your 2 middle players?
Me, Rashid, myself.
Rashid and you. Okay.
Rashid and
out on the right hand side?
Right hand side, Sana.
Out on the left?
Left, Gopher. I'll play him left.
Wow.
So I can switch them both.
Okay. And I think I know what you're going to say. The strikers.
Jamal and Shaz.
Shaz. Who else? That is probably for
I'll
me.
have the bench.
You know what? They could probably get into this current Sporting Bengal team, right? Am I the only one that thinks
You should take him Glasgow.
Yeah. We should.
The other one, you should take him.
All right. Well, listen.
And then another one, the sub bench.
You're allowed 3 subs. Go on. Who are they?
Arrows.
Yeah.
Definitely 2. Arrows. Let's see who else. Arrows. I'll have from older team with the new generation. I'll have Eshan and Shahid.
There you go. Right, brilliant. We'll get that out. We'll put that onto the screen for you later on, and hopefully we can see it. But you know what, Mujahid, it's been absolutely a pleasure to have you on the show. I'm sure those people that are watching out there in TV world will have enjoyed your stories. And listen, I just want to say good luck for the rest of the season. I know you're managing the Sporting Bengal Legends team, so all the best with that.
Thanks a lot for having me here.
No worries.
And good luck with the Asian Championship.
Yep.
And with Veteran with us.
Yeah, definitely.
And the 16 League.
Yeah, well, let's go. Hopefully,
you're doing a great job.
Thank
I've got to say, you're doing a great job. Keep it up.
Yeah, well, again, from me and the players, I know a lot of the younger players really appreciate you guys coming to support them, because we need to see more of the legends coming out to watch, and hopefully we'll see more of you. So keep it up. Hopefully see you at the more games. Right, guys, we are out of time for this show. Until next time, I've been Imrul Gazi. This has been the Football Show. See you soon.